Happy New Year. You know, there's a saying that on New Year's Eve, an optimist stays up till midnight to see the new year in. But a pessimist stays up till midnight to make sure that the old year leaves. Today, I'm in Jersey. Now, given the challenges we've had here in the last year, you might expect that I'm here with a pessimistic view, but you'd be wrong. Because Jersey is a place for optimism. It's no secret that we have had to make some really difficult, some tough decisions here. But how many of you have heard about the successes? In the midst of the noise at St Helier, the crew here at St Catherine's Lifeboat Station did a great job of recruiting new volunteers. In November, we set up the first integrated RNLI fire and rescue crew, with fire and rescue crew and RNLI volunteers training together and working together to crew the St Helier ILB. How many of you heard about our lifeguards who dealt with a really harrowing leg deglove incident on the beach with extraordinary professionalism? And when we sent out a call for new volunteers in St Helier, over 80 people came through the door and registered. We've just opened a fantastic new support centre here too. And that cements our life-saving presence here for future generations. So, as you can see, there is far more celebration than commiseration on this island. But only if you choose to see the successes. And in that sense, Jersey is a microcosm of the RNLI. We will all at some point go through storms. Sometimes we'll completely lose sight of land, and all we'll see is that wall of water in front of us. But when you're in that moment, remember this. This charity was not set up to do the easy thing. It was set up to do the right thing. And as long as the people in it are selfless, trustworthy, dependable, and courageous, we will ride out those storms together. And as long as we all understand that keeping each other safe, behaving in line with our values, and protecting the integrity of the RNLI are all paramount, then we will, like the RNLI in Jersey, come through the storm better, stronger, and facing future challenges with optimism. Now, there's a lot to do in 2018. We'll finish the rollout of AX and our call-out systems. There'll be new fundraising initiatives. Some stations will get trial contactless donations. And we'll start to roll out new all-weather lifeboat kit this year. I also want to put a real focus on sorting out the problems around crew cover, because I know many of you are struggling with that. And I'm going to work really hard to try and reduce what must seem like a deluge of information and bureaucracy, so that you just get the right information when you need it. I'm really pleased with the new life-saving structure. Now, we started to roll this out this time last year, and I can now confirm that the roles within that structure, like the area life-saving managers, are no longer transitional. They are permanent. They're here to stay. There are some big messages, though, that need to hit home this year. It is not okay to breach policies, behave inappropriately, and put ourselves, someone else, or the RNLI's reputation at risk. It's not okay to go too fast, whether it's on land or on the water, and risk a collision. This year saw an increase of MAIB and MCIB reportable incidents at the RNLI go from 25 in 2016 to 45 in 2017. These incidents can and have resulted in life-changing injuries or death. Don't take that risk. None of us want to live the rest of our lives with those consequences. And I will never stop giving myself and giving everyone else a hard time whilst the numbers are still this high. It is simply unacceptable. And none of us should accept that life-changing injury or death is an inevitable part of search and rescue in this organisation. It is simply not true. So, as I look forward, I do see challenges. But when I come out to the coast like this, I see thousands of people who, when we pull together to save lives, are unstoppable and can rise above the demands of an ever-changing and increasingly demanding world.
And I see thousands of people who, when faced with scrutiny and challenge from outside the RNLI, can, just like the team here at St Catherine's, hold their heads high, do the RNLI proud, and even though it's not the easy thing, they do the right thing. Now this afternoon I'm going off to St Helier, and I'll be welcoming our prospective new crew members. And I'll tell them this, how proud they should be to stand shoulder to shoulder with the most extraordinary group of lifesavers in the world. And if you're in any doubt just how important you are, I want to finish with a Facebook comment left by a family member of a kayaker rescued by the Penarth crew in South Wales just before Christmas. She said this, "I cannot thank you all enough for saving his life. We didn't know anything until the drama was over. But I've just spent the last 24 hours thinking, what if? We would have lost him, and his new baby would have grown up without a dad. Thank you so much for being there, and thank you so much for all the great work that you do." I can't say it any better than that. Thank you for being there. Now, please stay safe, look after each other, and carry on doing what you do best. Thank you.